Good day, everyone, and welcome. My name is Susan, and I'm going to do a nice little chair yoga class today. So, first of all, the chair that you choose. I just have just a plain wooden chair, nice and sturdy. All right. So whatever chair that you can manage to find, but you want to make sure that it's a nice sturdy chair, not too soft. All right, and so again, we're going to go through the breathing and just give you a little heads up there. Now, the breathing, of course, is the most important part of the practice, and learning how to relax will help as well. So, in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice, long, full, smooth breath. So just slowing things down. So you inhale completely. Try and hold your breath for a couple of seconds and exhale fully. And I know this might be a struggle for some people, but just relax. Don't overthink it, but don't hold your breath either. And I will remind you constantly to breathe, all right? It gets easier as you get on in your practice as well. So, don't overthink it again. So again, I will cue you on the breathing. When I say the next exhale or your next exhale is when we move. We always move on the exhale. And of course, whatever we do, if it doesn't feel good or if it's going to, aggravate a condition or maybe cause you pain, think about it before you try it. We can always make little adjustments to find a place that feels good for you. And I don't want you to feel like you have to strain your body. All right, so don't force your body, and it's not, don't have to be aggressive is what I'm trying to say. So that being said, sitting nice and tall in your chair, and you can lean back if you want to start with. Just relax. Now your ankle and knees, make sure they're nice and lined up, all right? And it doesn't matter if you have socks or bare feet, it's up to you, all right? So we always start the class with a couple of minutes of breathing. Pranayama. Prana is breath and pranayama is breath control. Just to kind of set the mood and help you relax and get that rhythm going with your breathing. So every week I choose a different mudra, a different hand gesture. If it's not your thing, just put your hands on your lap, all right? Don't worry about it. So, that being said, this week we're going to sit in Surya Mudra. So the tip of the ring finger to the tip of the thumb represents your ego, resting palm up on your lap. So Surya Mudra imparts health, energy, intuition, sexuality, and also change. So I want you to sit back in your chair, relax, close your eyes, and let's take a big breath together. Inhale. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Now's the time to drop your day, to settle your mind, and to set an intention for your practice today. Focusing on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. One more big, beautiful breath. And on the next exhale, bring your hands together. Now at this point, I want you to sit nice and tall in your chair. So I want you to be aware of your posture. So let's rub our hands vigorously, activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. And let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. One more big breath. And on the next exhale, I'd like you to drop 3 fingers, keep the index fingers together, sitting nice and tall. Let's take a big breath together. Inhale and exhale. If you can, exhale up. Now, try to get as high as you can that's comfortable for you. If this bothers your arms or your shoulders, bring your arms down a little bit lower. Always finding a place that feels better. Let's wake up that physical body. Let's release, wake up that spine. Breathe. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion are activated when together. Focus your energies on breaking through barriers. One more breath. From here, bring your arms down slowly. And I want you to bring your hands right on your lap. All right, relax. Let's roll the shoulders up. Roll them out. Now, if your shoulders are a little stiff or a little tight, just do what you can. The more we do it, the better they feel. We're going to do this several more times. And also it helps to increase circulation in the upper body, but also recognizing and releasing the tension that we hold in the shoulders and the upper body into the neck as well. So we're going to start with a gentle neck stretch from here. So sitting nice and tall. Again, I'd like you to try to be aware of your posture as best as you can, all right? So just keep your hands on your lap and let's release the tension in the neck. So if you have issues with your neck, be very gentle and careful. And if it doesn't feel good, be very aware of how you move or not move if you need to. Take a breath. On the exhale, if you can, just bow your head. Keep your back straight. Breathe. Releasing the back of the neck, the top of the cervical spine. One more breath. On the exhale, bring your head up very slowly. Take a breath. And on the exhale, if you can, just look to the left. Now releasing the little muscles in the neck, they're not very big, so it doesn't take a lot for them to be compressed. And if they're tight, that means the nerves, the blood vessels are also compressed. By releasing everything, you get some beautiful fresh blood flow into your brain, deep oxygenation, helping with your memory, your decision making, and your thought process as well. One more breath. Exhale, come to center slowly. We're going to tilt our head back if you can. On the exhale, look up. Releasing the throat. One more breath. On the exhale, bring your head very slowly to neutral position. We'll do one more. We're going to look to the right if you can on the exhale. Now you don't have to go far. Don't torque your neck. Just turn slightly. Breathe. Releasing the left side of the neck. One more breath. And come to center slowly. All right. Let's do a nice shoulder shrug. So take a big breath. And on the exhale, if you can, I want you to bring the shoulders up and hug your ears as tight as you can. Squeeze. This is a nice, quick, easy way to release tension in the shoulders and the upper body. This you could do anytime you want. And one more breath. On the exhale, let it go. Let them go. Just drop the shoulders. Now I want you to roll them out again. See if you notice a little bit of a difference. Maybe they're getting a little looser. All right. Good. Just warming up. All right, so from here, we are going to do a lovely shoulder stretch. So with, again, being aware of your posture, sitting nice and tall, I want you to reach out with the right arm. Left hand on the right elbow. So let me show you this one first. All we're going to do is you're going to hold on to the elbow and you're just going to gently pull. Just to get that beautiful stretch into the shoulder, into the upper back. Now again, depending on how your shoulder feels, some people like to come way up here, or down here. Find a place that's going to work for you. And again, you don't have to yank on your arm. You pull gently. And if it feels good, you can go deeper or back up if you have to. Are you ready? Big breath and exhale. Go slowly. Give your body time to relax. And then you decide if you need to go a little further or if you want to come back up a little bit. Breathe. And if you want to give yourself a hug, put your left hand on your shoulder and give yourself a beautiful hug while you're here. And that's another beautiful thing about our yoga class, our yoga practice. It's just showing your body a little love, taking care of yourself. And let's release from here. Now let's try this side here. Now, when I do this my left side here, my shoulder gives me a little grief once in a while. So when I come way up here and I do this stretch, it feels a lot better than down here. So I make little adjustments myself all the time. So you can find a place that works for you. So I'm going to come up here for this particular one. And then I move very slowly because I know my shoulder's not too happy. So I find a place that is comfortable enough for me without overdoing it. One more breath. Exhale, release. And arm down. Now let's come all the way down here. Now, roll them out again. Roll them out. All right. So now with your arms hanging down, this is called the mountain pose. So this is a neutral place. It's a resting place. So anytime during the class, for any reason, if you want to stop or if there's something you're not sure about or you really don't want to do for any reason, come here. You can hang out here as long as you want. So this is a resting and neutral place. Now again, being aware of your posture, just let your arms hang and just breathe. So this is a good opportunity. This would be called a static position. So this would be a good opportunity for you to really focus on the sensations of your breath. And when you take the breath, you want to feel your chest rise as you inhale. Always try and suspend it for a couple of seconds and exhale completely. This is the breath. It's calming, it's soothing, it's balancing, it's so cleansing. It's quite refreshing as well to be able to take that breath. And let's take one more. Wonderful. All right, hands on the lap. All right, so we're going to do another move here. Now this one here is called the eagle arm flow. So this one is specifically for the forearms, the wrists, the hands, and the fingers, okay? So I'm going to show you the actual position. I'm going to show you another version in case you have issues with your wrists and your hands and your forearms. So, and also we're going to add the legs too. So we're going to do the eagle legs and eagle arms. So the eagle legs is very simple. All you can do, if you want, you don't have to, is just cross. I'm going to cross the right ankle over the left. That's it. So this will be your eagle legs. So I'm going to show you two versions. So let me give you a quick demo. So what I'm doing is I'm reaching out. You can have them a little bit lower. And my hands are back to back. I'm taking the right hand, I'm going over. I'm lacing my fingers together and I'm just going to roll them in like this. And I'm going to rest them on my chest. All right, so again, it can be a very deep stretch. If you find this is really not going to feel good for you, first of all, you can keep your legs like this if you want. You don't have to do the ankles. Is you can just keep your hands in Namaste Prayer pose. And you can do it this way as well, okay? So, shall we see what we can do? Sitting nice and tall. Bring the arms out if you're going to try this. Back to back, right hand over the left. Now, when you lace your fingers together loosely, not tight, you don't have to have a tight grip, loose. Bring them in. Good. Rest your hand on your chest. Take a breath. On the exhale, I want you to look up to the ceiling. Your hands are resting on your chest. It's a little bit of a back bend, not much. One more breath. On the exhale, I want you to bow your head, round the shoulders, bring your elbows onto your lap if you can. One more breath. On the exhale, come up very, very slowly. Now you can keep your hands this way a little longer. Just release them from your chest. Take a breath. On the exhale, I want you to bring your hands to the right, left as you look to the right. You're not going far. So this is giving you a little extra stretch for the forearms, the wrists, the hands, but also into the upper back and the shoulder. One more breath. Exhale, bring your hands to center, bring your head to center. Let's go to the other side. Big breath. Exhale, look to the left as you bring your arms and your hands slightly to the right, not far. Breath is flowing. My back is nice and straight. My body is relaxed. On the exhale, come to center. All right, now I want you to release the fingers. Release them gently. Play a little piano. Roll the wrist around a little bit because we're going to do that again. All right. Now release your feet. Now we're going to do the other side. So if you want to keep your legs like this, fine. If you want to cross the left one over, just kind of adjust yourself so that your legs are comfortable. You can open up your knees, of course. Reach out here. Left hand over the right one this time and bring it in. Now again, if you're not doing it this way, if you're doing Namaste Prayer pose, you can do exactly the same thing. Let me get myself into position here. Hands are resting on my chest. Take a breath. On the exhale, look up. Relax those shoulders. Concentrate. Focus on what you're doing. One more breath. On the exhale, bow your head, round the shoulders, round your back, elbows. If you can, put your elbows on your lap. One more breath. Exhale, come up very, very slowly. Just release the hands, take them away from your chest. Take a breath. On the exhale, look to the right as you bring your arms and your hands to the left. If you find closing your eyes helps you relax and focus, close your eyes. One more breath. On the exhale, bring your hands to center, bring your head to center, and we're going to go the other side. Take a breath. Exhale, look to the left as your arms and hands go to the right. Like I said, it's not a big movement, so you're not torquing yourself, you're not moving far. And let's come to center from here. Now let's release. Play a little piano if you need to. Now you can untangle your legs. Now I want you to bring your arms all the way down. So let's work the hands. Let's stretch those forearms, wrists, and hands out. So just sitting nice and tall. Let your arms hang down. Have the fingers open. I want you to bend them at the wrist just a little bit and just slightly turn out to the baby finger. So now we're going to release any tension that we might have created from the eagle arm flow and also get a beautiful gentle stretch onto the flexor muscles, the wrists, the hands, and the fingers. One more breath. On the exhale, I want you to bring palms to ceiling. You can bend your elbows a little bit. Right fingertips pressing down on the left fingertips, press them back. Now this is a gentle stretch for the hand, the wrist, and the flexor muscles. So again, you don't have to go far. Gentle stretch is just fine. One more big breath. On the exhale, let's try this side here. And I want you to think about how you feel right now in this moment. Maybe feeling a little more relaxed, a little calmer. Might even have a little smile on your face. Nice place to be. And now let's release. Okay, so I want you to bring your hands up. So let's focus on our fingers now. So again, sitting nice and tall. So let me show you first what we're going to do. All I want you to do is take each finger and you're just going to pull it back gently. You don't have to tug on your finger. You pull it back very gently just to get that beautiful stretch into the palm of the hand and trying to release some of those tight fingers. Let's start. Right hand, I'm going to grab my left thumb and just pull it back. Now follow the rhythm of the breath. You're going to inhale as you pull it back and exhale as you release. So really trying to lubricate those little finger joints. Keep going. You know, a lot of people have stiff fingers, tight fingers, little arthritis perhaps. It's so important that we keep our hands and fingers moving. And again, move according to how you feel. You know, don't pull too hard that you hurt yourself. If you have a little bit of pain in your hands, try to relax the shoulders. Breathe. Come back to the breath. Focus on the breath. Remember, it's the same breath we started with. It's the same breath we have now. And the same breath that we end the class with. It's always the same. Long and smooth and complete. Perfect. And when you get to your little finger, when you finish both hands, I want you to stretch the fingers out. Get that beautiful stretch into the fingers, into the hand. Now we're going to keep working our hand a little bit more if you can. So now I want you to get into a claw, like a little claw. So we're going to start creating tension. And then from here, we're going to get into a fist. Now, I'd like you to go as tight as you can. Now, when you're squeezing your fist, just your fist, not your shoulders, not your arms, just the fist. The rest of your body is completely relaxed. Now, let's release the hands. Let it go and let them hang. Roll the wrists around gently. Play a little piano. Loosen it up. Roll it around. And then shake it out. Shake those hands out. Let it go. Perfect. All right. Hands on the left. Let's roll the shoulders out. Roll them out. Okay, so now we're going to work our shoulders a little bit. So I want you to bring the arms, inhale, shoulder height. Exhale all the way up. So we're going to do a nice move called high altar arms. Lace the fingers together, and we're going to just reach up, all right? So be careful with your shoulders. If this bothers your shoulders, then you can bring them down a bit and you can reach out. Just reposition them if you have to, or come right out of it. So that being said, straight spine, always go. Reach. Breathe, stretch, try and touch the ceiling. Lengthening the arms, the shoulders, the back. One more breath. We're going to lean to the right, so bring them down a bit, just relax them, take a breath. On the exhale, I want you to lean to the right. You don't have to reach out too far if you don't want to. Now try to keep your body straight. You don't have to go far. This is lengthening the left side of the body. One more breath. Exhale, come up, use your abdominals to help you move. Take a breath. Exhale, lean to the left. Beautiful lengthening of the right side of the body. And come up. And I want you to bring them shoulder height now. Relax the shoulders now. If you can, palms out. Now, if your arms are getting tired, bring them down a little bit if you have to. So now we're going to work that upper back a little bit more. On the exhale, I want you to reach. Now, try to relax the shoulders when you're doing this. And keep your back straight. You don't have to go far. This is a beautiful stretch for the upper back, the shoulder blades, the shoulders. Breathe. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly release the arms, bring them down carefully and gently. So now we're going to do the opposite. We work the upper back, now we're going to focus on our chest. So what I'd like you to do here is just get your fingertips on the edge of the chair, sitting nice and tall. Take a big breath. On the exhale, bring the shoulders up, bring the back, slide them down. And if you can, I'd like you to bring those shoulder blades together, pinch them together. So this is our seated fish pose. This is specifically for your chest. So bring them together as tight as you can that's comfortable. You don't have to ram them together, gently. Now again, this is releasing the tight chest, the pectorals, the front of the shoulder, the deltoid, opening up the rib cage and the heart center. Very important you release the tight chest muscles. That really helps with your posture. One more breath. Exhale, shoulders up, forward, bring them down. So we're going to counter pose. We're going to do our little caterpillar. So what I want you to do is just put your forearms on your lap and just let your hands land just over your knee. Take a breath, and on the exhale, all I want you to do is bow your head, round your shoulders, and round your back. You don't have to go very far. This is a very gentle stretch for your back and your shoulders and your spine. And it's called our little caterpillar. One more breath. Exhale, come up slowly, very slowly, so you don't get dizzy. Lovely. And if you want, roll them up, roll those shoulders up. Feels so good. Okay, so now we're going to take a little rest, and then we're going to work the rest of our body. We're going to work our spine and some legs and lower body. So first of all, let's see if we can take a little rest. We're going to get into our child's pose. So what I need you to do now is to kind of scooch up in your chair as best you can. And I'd like you to open up those legs as wide as you can that's comfortable for you. So again, I'm kind of on the very edge of the chair, kind of wiggle around, make sure you're nice and anchored, your sit bones are nice and anchored, ankle and knees are lined up. So whenever we get into this position, I want you to put your hands on your knees and just kind of lean forward, press down on your feet. I want you to make sure that you're nice and anchored to the floor. You're stable and you're not going to worry about slipping and sliding or anything like that. So let me show you 2 ways to do the child's pose. This is a resting place. So the first one, of course, being very aware if you have vertigo, high or low blood pressure, or if you have a head cold or anything. This, let me show you first, this version here, might not work for you. So you'll have to see how it feels. So that would be the first one, is hanging out. And if you find it, it's not going to happen for you, try this. Just rest your arms on your lap and just kind of bow your head, and you can try that. Then you're not going very far. So this is our child's pose. So you can decide on what's going to feel good. And if it's nothing works, just come back up, stay here, and come back to mountain. So ready? Take your breath. And exhale. Now the child's pose is a wonderful full body stretch. It's a resting place. It's also a neutral position. You can come here anytime during the class. It's a really nice little place to hang out. And while you're here, I want you to thank yourself for being here today. Taking the time and making the time. Just to come and sit in your chair and, turn your brain off for a while. Leave the outside world where it belongs. Step away from your busy day and your busy life. For whatever reason, maybe you just want to have a nice little stretch. No thoughts, no cares, no worries, no anxieties, no demands here either, just you. Part of your self-care, your self-soothing, and yourself and your well-being as well. Let's take one more breath here. And on the next exhale, come up slowly. Put your hands on your knees if you're really low and reverse the blood flow. So slowly so you don't get dizzy. All the way up. Perfect. Okay, so now I want you to bring those legs together. And you can sit back in your chair a little bit. And I'd like you to have a good half of your thigh off the chair. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work our feet and our ankles and our lower legs. So here again, wiggle around, make sure you're comfortable. Again, always being aware of your posture. So again, with the posture, not everybody has a poker straight spine. So whatever you can manage comfortably for you. But as we get out in our practice, and as we work on strengthening the abdominal muscles, the lower back, that helps a lot. And also the releasing the tight chest. So every little bit you do helps with your posture. And again, if you don't have a poker straight spine, you find a place that works for you, okay? So let's come back down to the feet. So now I want you to get your feet off the floor. So again, wiggle around, make sure you're nice and comfortable and anchored into the chair. Feet off the floor just slightly. You don't have to have them way up here. You can have your hands on your lap, put your hands hang onto the chair, just hold on to something. So we're going to work the ankles, the feet, and the lower leg muscles. So all we're going to do is just some nice little circles. That's it, nice and simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 circles one way and then 3 the other. So really focusing on articulating the ankle. So again, when you do this, if your leg moves a bit, that's okay, but try not to have your leg wiggle around too much. You want to have some form of control. And that's where that breath comes in. When you follow the rhythm of your breath, it helps control your movements as well, all right? So be the watcher of your breath, feet off the floor. Ready? Go inhale around. Exhale, pause, and then go again. When you follow the rhythm of the breath, it helps you control your movements. And you have to stop to take an inhale anyway. So this way you step away from momentum. And I'm going to do the other, right away I'm going to go to the other direction. So you can feel working your ankles, your feet, lower leg muscles, calves, shins a little bit. Focus on what you're doing, the part of the body you're working with. The rest of your body's nice and relaxed and calm. And that's it. Feet on the floor. Let them land where they are. Relax your knees, let your knees fall open. Come back to mountain. Breathe. And just bring yourself right into this moment, right here, right now. That's all that matters. And let's come out of that now. So, hands on the lap, bring your knees together. Okay, so bring your feet up again, and we're just going to work our little toes now, even with socks on. All I want you to do is play a little piano. Play a little, really try to articulate, wiggle those toes around, and if you want to round them a little faster, and if you want to add your hands and your fingers, and you can go a little faster if you want. Lovely. Okay, and that's it. So, feet on the floor, walk them back. Now walk them back, line them underneath your knees. So we're going to do a calf raise now. So let's work those lovely calves, still working the ankles as well. So let me show you first. You're going to come up on the balls of the feet. And you're going to come down till your heel touches the floor. We're going to do it 4 times. So kind of make sure you're nice and comfortable in your chair and your back is nice and straight. Hands on your lap. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. And exhale down. Strengthening the lower part of the leg, the ankle, the foot as well. Keep going. Everything we do helps with our balance as well, especially, ankles and feet and toes. You wouldn't think, but you need everything to work nice. Be nice and strong. One more time, up and down. All right, and relax. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is called the toe tap. So this particular one here is going to be working a little bit more abdominals. All right, and some quads, some bigger muscles. So let me show you this one here. What I need you to do is scooch up in your chair a little bit. So make sure you have a good half of your thigh off the chair, maybe even a little bit more. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I'm going to be holding on to the chair, and I'm going to get my feet off the floor, and I'm just tapping my toe. See what I'm doing here? So my feet are hovering off the floor. I'm just tapping my toe and I'm straightening my foot. My feet do not touch the floor. So you tap and you come up. That's it. So this one here, you might want to lean back just a little bit. Hold on to your legs. Hold on to the chair maybe. Brace yourself. So when you bring your feet off the floor, this is what you're working. Again, you're working abdominal muscles and you're working some bigger muscles right here, quads. All right? Because our legs are pretty heavy. So just having them off the floor takes a little bit of power. We're going to just do 3 of them, okay? So see what you can manage. So hold on to the chair or hold on to your legs. Feet off the floor just a little bit. Tap your toe. Inhale, straighten them. Tap. It's not a very big movement. And that's it. That's the last one. Feet on the floor. All right, good. Roll the shoulders out, roll them out. Okay, so before we go any further, let's work our spine, a little bit, and then we'll come back to the legs, okay? So you can sit back in your chair a little bit, all right? So still have a good half of your thigh off the chair. Ankle and knees are nice and lined up. We're gonna do a gentle twist pose from here. So I want you to keep your legs just where they are. Let me show you this one first. So again, this is working our back and our spine. So if you have issues with your spine or your back, be very careful and very gentle. Left hand's gonna come on my right knee. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna be holding on to just kind of the side of the chair here. Let me show you first. All I'm doing is I'm looking over the right shoulder. So when you start moving, move very slowly. If it feels okay, if you feel comfortable and your breath is flowing, stay there. If you want to go deeper, you can push on your knee a little bit. To the left, you'll get a little bit of a deeper stretch if you feel you need it. All right? But I don't want you to torque your back or your neck. And if you find now it's not going to happen, come right out of it. Don't worry about it. So left hand on the right knee, right hand holding on to the chair. Make sure you hold on to the chair. Take your breath. Exhale, I'm going to look over the right shoulder. Now my back is straight, my shoulders are relaxed. And this is a nice comfortable place. And so for some of you who feel that you really want to get that little extra kink out of your back, push on your knee a little bit and you'll get a little bit more of a twist if you feel you need it. So this is working on releasing our spine, keeping it strong and balanced, and releasing, strengthening the muscles up and down your spine, blood vessels, the nerves as well. One more breath. Exhale, slowly release. Carefully, let's go to this side here. So, always paying attention to the side of our body. There's always one side of our body that's a little tighter, a little weaker, maybe not as balanced, not as strong. So be very aware of that as well. That's why we do both sides to balance things out. Shall we go to the left? Right hand on left knee, I'm holding onto the chair. Take your breath. Exhale. Now keep your back straight if you can, shoulders are relaxed. So, breath is the same, even in a twist pose. One more. Exhale, release. Beautiful. And that's it. Roll the shoulders up. Okay, so let's do another one for our spine. Let's do our cat and our cow. So from here, just stay in the same position. Let me show you this one first. So what we're going to do is you're going to bring your arms back. You're going to bend the elbows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale and I'm going to look up to the ceiling. And then when I exhale, I'm going to arch my back. I'm going to bow my head around my shoulders. And I'm going to visualize that I'm hugging a big ball. So we're going to do 4 of those. Okay, so this is working on really lengthening and releasing, getting a little more flexibility in our spine. All right? And it's a beautiful stretch for your upper back, but especially your lower back. This is a nice one for your lower back. So, cat and cow. Let's see what we can do together. Go, inhale. Bring the shoulder blades together a little while you come up. And then when you exhale, arch the back, round your shoulders, round your back, hug your ball. Follow the rhythm of the breath, inhale up. Release that chest while you're up here. Exhale. Keep going. Meditation in motion, breath in motion, cat and cow. One more. And that's it. That's the last one. Whatever one you're coming out of, put your hands on your lap, come up very slowly. That's lovely. Nicely done. Roll the shoulders up. Okay, so now that we'll leave our spine alone for a little while, let's work on our legs again. So we're going to do a nice move called Superman. So I want you to scooch up in your chair a little bit. Okay, so basically you're going to have a good portion of your thigh off the chair, and I'm going to show you why. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do, and then I'll give you a second to kind of arrange yourself in your chair. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start with the right leg. So the left leg, ankle and knee are lined up. You can press down on your left foot to make sure you're anchored. So let me show you. So I'm going to do this is upper body, lower body coordination. I'm going to take my left arm, I'm going to bring it up to the ceiling, and as I do that, I'm bringing the right leg up as high as you can, and then you're going to come down and you're going to tap your toe. Now when you stretch your leg out, if you can get it off the chair. If you can't, just stick it out. Even if it's here, it doesn't matter. And even if you have to keep your knee bent, don't worry about it, all right? Do what you can manage comfortably with your breath. Now this one here again, you're going to be feeling it right in here into the quad, perhaps the hip flexors. Look, we're working a little bit of glute as well, and some abdominals and lower back, just to lift that heavy leg. So we're going to do 4 of them on one. We'll do one side first, and then we'll do the other side. All right. So left arm, right leg. The right hand, right arm, just let it hang, or you can hold on to the chair. It doesn't matter. So get the right foot off the floor. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale up. And down. Now the higher you lift your leg, the stronger you have to be. So don't overdo it. And keep going. Up. Now the next time we come up, we're going to stay for 2 breaths if you can. Up. Stay. Breathe. And come down. Perfect. Roll it out, roll the shoulders. That you should have felt. So try and relax the right leg now. You should have felt it right in here, which is a good thing. So let's try this side now. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. And you can, make the adjustments along the way, depending on how your leg and your arm feel. If you have to come out of it, come out of it. Don't be shy, all right? Make sure you listen to your body. Very important. So just relax the left arm. We're going to do the right arm, left leg. So sitting nice and tall. When you do the first, we're going to do it 4 times. When you do the first move, then you can adjust accordingly. If you find, I got to go a little lower or I can go a little higher, make the adjustment so that you find a nice comfortable place. Ready? Go. Inhale up and exhale. Keep breathing. Inhale. Two more. Up. Smile while you're breathing. Happy to be here today. And one more time. Up, and we're going to stay. Breathe. Come down. It's very powerful, just lifting your leg up. A lot of power there. Now relax, hands in the lap, roll the shoulders out, roll them out. All right, perfect. So now we're going to work some hips. So we're going to do a nice open V. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this, and whatever you can manage. So the position we're in, most of your thighs off the chair right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, like I said, let me show you both ways. So I'm going to bring my legs up here, and I'm going to open and close. So from here, my legs are not coming very high, and I'm kind of dragging my thigh along the chair. You don't have to have it way up here. That's really hard to do anyway. So you're going to open it up as wide as you can, that's comfortable for you, and then you're going to close it. We're going to do it 4 times. So this is, again, releasing, opening up. It's a very deep, or a lovely hip release. Working inner thighs, pelvic floor, groin area as well, buttocks, all right? And so it's a gentle hip opener. Now I'm going to give you another way to do it. If you find that this is not going to work for you, then I want you to try this. Keep your knees bent and try that. It's a little easier. It's the same thing. You're still working the same muscles, okay? So again, feet are going to come off the floor if you're doing it this way. And again, when you get your legs open, only as wide as comfortable. If you can't get them, super wide, don't worry about it. Just work within your range of what you can do. I'm going to have my legs straight though, of course. Hold on to the chair. Ready? Inhale, open. And close. Keep your back straight. You can lean back a little bit. Try not to touch the back of the chair though, if you can help it. Inhale, open. Get that beautiful stretch. And one more time. Open V, close. Feet on the floor. Bend the knees, straighten your spine. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to do one. We're getting there. We're almost done. We're going to do one more. So the next one we do is called the butt squeeze. So I need you to sit back in your chair a little bit. So this one is specifically for your buttocks, for your glutes, and for your pelvic floor area. Very important that we keep that part of our body nice and strong. So it's basically squeezing your P muscle, to put it easier way to understand it. So what we're going to do here, let me show you. I'm just going to sit just the way I am. I'm nice and tall. My hands are on my lap. All I'm doing is I'm squeezing my buttocks and I'm letting them go. That's it. So when you squeeze your glutes, squeeze your pelvic floor area, everything as tight as you can, and we're going to hold it and then let it go. We're going to do it 5 times, all right? So relax the shoulders, sitting nice and tall. Ready? Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Keep going. Squeeze, bring those glutes, squeeze your buttocks nice and tight. And exhale. Pelvic floor as well, your little P muscle, squeeze. Very important to do these exercises, especially for that part of our body for men and women. Very important. Keeping everything nice and strong. Again, squeeze, inhale. And exhale, and that's it. Relax, relax, okay? So let's get back to child's pose and let's take a little rest. So I need you to open up your legs a bit and scooch, kind of scooch to the edge of the chair a little bit. So the child's pose again, we did it earlier already. If you find you want to try this, if it's really not going to be good for you, just come here and do it here. So ready? Child's pose, take your breath. And exhale. And just let it all hang out. Let gravity pull everything down. We'll stay here for a few breaths to absorb the benefit of our practice so far. And while we're here, let's recognize and release the tension that we hold in our face. So I want you just to really squeeze your face, scrunch it up and hold it as tight as you can. And then let it go. Relax your facial muscles, push the tension through your body, right out your feet. One more breath. On the next exhale, I'd like you to bring yourself up very, very slowly. Reversing the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. Come up. Okay, now I'd like you to get your legs together and let's prepare for our closing Savasana meditation, relaxation, reflection time. So now you can sit back in your chair. Now you can finally sit back, relax, lean back into your chair, all right? So now I want you just to rest. You don't have to move anymore. And you can reposition yourself, try to stay on your chair. Hopefully you don't want to slide off your chair because you're that relaxed, right? So just relax and just kind of hang out, but I want you to still keep that breath going. Now that we're not moving, focus on the breath. If you feel you've lost touch with your breath, get it going again. And what I'd like to do is share a couple of very simple meditation methods with you. So I want you to close your eyes, just relax. And let's take a minute to thank ourselves for our practice today. Let's rest in Savasana position, offer our body, our mind, and our soul the opportunity to absorb our yoga experience. This is the time to absorb the benefit of your practice with a calm and open mind. So the first meditation method I'd like to share with you is called the eyes closed meditation. It's an anytime meditation with your eyes closed. Tune into the noises around you. You know, the people talking, babies crying, the refrigerator humming, maybe the ticking of a clock, maybe the music or the television blaring. Allow yourself to fall into the sound until you become quiet on the inside. Now, the next method is the eyes open meditation. So this is at the mall, at the airport, any public place. With your eyes open, either you can be standing or you can be sitting down. I want you to look down at people's feet as they walk by. Allow your breath to flow in and out through your nose, and you focus on the passing feet. Allow your mind to be still. It's the movement outside of you that creates, and the quietness within you that creates the stillness. Remember that meditation isn't about controlling your thoughts, it's about not letting them control you. And finally, let's take a couple of minutes to embrace the silence in our space and in our mind. Find that place within you that speaks to you, the stillness that holds the proper questions and all of our answers, our truth and our identity. Sat Nam. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells. bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into your space, back into the room. And bring life back to your body. If you like, you can wiggle your fingers and toes if you like. Now at this point, I want you to come back to a nice straight seated position. So again, being aware of your posture. And the more you're aware of your posture, the easier it becomes as well. So let's bring our hands together, rub them vigorously, activate our hand chakra, hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. And let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. One more not long, beautiful breath. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace. May love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right, beautiful. We're all done. That was nice, lovely. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. And thank you for joining me. And again, my name is Susan, and it is the middle of August now. So time is coming, passing, and unfortunately our classes won't be resuming for another little while. So we're just gonna have to hang in there because they're doing that major renovations at the place. So in any case, take care of yourself. Make sure you go outside, get some beautiful sunshine on your face with your sunscreen, of course, and find things that make you happy. Go out and play. And stay tuned. I might not have classes the next week or two. I've got holidays coming up and also some personal medical things coming up as well. So stay tuned, and thanks again for joining me. All right, bye.